Special delivery, my Beauty and the Beast souvenirs just came in, and I was honestly planning to include that in my haul video, the big haul video, because there is a huge package that's coming in from Tokyo Disney Resort that I am still waiting for. But I ordered my souvenirs separately from that because you can't really order souvenirs off the Tokyo Disney Resort app. You have to get it in person at the parks. And because they were purchased separately, they arrived ahead of the haul. Usually it takes a couple of days if you ordered something off the Tokyo Disney Resort app, which is where a lot of the shopping happened for my particular haul. And since they arrived, I thought I might as well just do a video on them because I can't hold it in. I gotta share it with you, gotta see it. So a bunch of souvenirs came out in celebration of the new Fantasyland opening, and naturally Beauty and the Beast took up a majority of the souvenirs, and I previously did a video on the details regarding that. So if you want to know more about the kinds of souvenirs that you can get at Disneyland regarding the new Fantasyland area, please do check that video out. I will not only be sharing with you the retail price or how to get them, but you'll also be able to know where in the park, as in which restaurants and which food booths you have to hit up in order to get these souvenirs, because not all places have these available for purchase. So anyway, heading into the souvenirs that I got, I didn't go crazy because I went more crazy into the Beauty and the Beast merchandise as opposed to the souvenirs. So the first thing I want to share with you is one of the souvenirs that you can get at a kiosk or a food booth, and it is of a mini snack case. And what's great about these things is that once you've used them up as a snack case, you can reuse them for any purpose. They actually had two different snack case designs related to the new Beauty and the Beast attraction. This was one of them. The other one was of Mrs. Potts, and I went into greater detail in my last video, so you can check that out if you're interested to see what the other snack case design looks like. When you go up to the food booth to purchase your snack case, you can choose between a jelly bean snack or a candy coated chocolate snack to go with your snack case, and it does come with the price, and I chose the jelly beans. So I know you're really excited to see the snack case, but first I just want to give you a very brief information about the kind of jelly beans that you can get in Japan. In Japanese, these kinds of candies are called gumi, not jelly beans. Direct translation of that would be gummy candies, even though in English the idea of gummy candies and jelly beans are a totally different concept. But jelly beans are not such a big thing in Japan. They really just group jelly beans and gummy candies as gummy candies. And the one thing I want to point out with the gummy candies in Tokyo Disney is that they come with some Mickey icons that are painted right on some of the jelly beans. Not all of them, just a few, and it's just a really nice touch, I think, to the snacking experience that you can get at Tokyo Disney Resort. There are 4 different flavors of jelly beans, and they coincide with the 4 different colors of them as well. And the 4 different flavors are apple, lemon, grape, and raspberry. It's a very tropical kind of mix. So now that's out of the way, let's get into the mini snack case, which is of the Enchanted rose. It does not light up, it just looks like it does. And what I like about it is that there is one fallen petal there, and in spite of the glare, I hope you can see it, that there is a sort of stained glass effect in the background. The rose is right in front of a stained glass display. So let me just change angle so hopefully you can get a better look of the background and the rose in its display case. So half of the case is of the magic rose, and the other half here, as you can see in the darker half of the container, this is where you would put your candies, and there is a flap or an opening here on the top. That is the hole where you put the candies in, or anything really, and that is how you would store your candies or your things in the mini snack case. And the flat bottom here means that it is entirely able to stand. So you can set this on like your table or your desk, and it can act as like a really small souvenir or decoration piece to remind you of your time at Tokyo Disneyland, especially from the new Fantasyland area. And this part, even though it looks like it could do something, it doesn't. It doesn't spin, it's not a button, nothing happens, it's just pure decoration. It's part of the glass case or the display case for the rose. And every snack case comes with this plastic chain so that you can attach it to your bag or your purse or your belt, whatever have you, so you can carry it around with you as you walk around the parks. And you can, of course, detach this chain, and you can see that they are removable right there on both ends. And that's pretty much it. That's all there is to it. The snack cases are always a great souvenir. If you're able to come across one, you can't go wrong. They really don't cost a lot either. It's about like 800, 900 yen, including the candy, so it's a really great souvenir to remind you of the memories you have at the parks. One more thing, this is exclusive to Tokyo Disneyland because it is in association with the new area. You can't find this at Tokyo Disney Sea because that's not where the area opened up. So snack cases are exclusive to the parks, that they are available for purchase. Just keep that in mind. If you're looking for this one, you can only get it at Disneyland, not at Disney Sea. And likewise with the popcorn bucket that I'm about to show you, I am so excited for this and I hope you are going to be as well. It's so good. It's so good in so many ways. It doesn't look like a popcorn bucket, right? But trust me, it very much is. So the great thing about this is there's not just one stained glass art panel. It's decorating all four sides of the popcorn bucket. And these art panels are from the very attraction that you ride, the Enchanted Tales of the Beauty and the Beast. They are depicted on the story scene, the beginning story scene of the attraction. It's what you see before you actually get on the ride. So it's not only a nod to the classic animated movie, it's also a nod to the attraction itself. So before I give you a close-up of the art panels, I want to give you a general overview of the body of the popcorn bucket. So first up, you have here on the top is a very cute rose, of course associated with the movie or with Belle in general. It has a very unique design from the top. It kind of has an X pattern, and there are like these flourishes that are decorating each side of that panel. I really don't know how else to call it, but I hope you understand what I'm trying to say. And this really reminds me of like the roof of a building, and you can see that same flourishing decorating the panels here. I really like that there are like makeshift pillars here. It's kind of very art decor. So a very romantic feel to it. Alright, so first art panel is that of the Enchanted Rose. And then you have the Beast. Then you have that ever famous ending scene, and even though it looks very similar to that of the movie, their faces are actually a lot more detailed as opposed to a sort of caricature-like effect that the movie had, and you'll see a close-up of that shortly. You can see that the details of their face and their profiles have really been fleshed out, and I'm just so impressed that they were able to capture this on a popcorn bucket. And finally, the last panel is that of Prince Adam in his human form. And of course, with every popcorn bucket comes a strap. This strap is adjustable, and the design on the strap is quite nice as well. It is that of vines and a rose, and that goes all over the strap. And the strap is detachable as depicted here by the clips. They're plastic. The entire thing is made of plastic. So let me reassure you that the plastic that they make popcorn buckets out of is quite durable. It can take a beating. You wouldn't worry about it, but I honestly am not gonna use this for a popcorn bucket because I just want to display it in all its beautiful glory. I wouldn't be able to handle it if something happened to it, if it got scratched. I would freak out. This is how paranoid or how neurotic I can be in terms of like beautiful Disney things. I would rather just keep them safe, keep them in a nice display case or something. It would break my heart just a little bit if something happened to it, like a scuff or it got stained or whatnot, because anything can happen at the parks. But if you're totally cool with those kinds of things, this is one of the best popcorn buckets you can carry around, period. It's not too heavy in terms of like your average popcorn bucket, but there is quite a bit of weight to it. The reason for that being there is a light that is incorporated at the bottom of the popcorn bucket because it's made to light up. There is a switch here where you can just flip towards the on and off part, and you can very much remove this light that you can see here by the screw. You just unscrew this part and this light is removable. It's detachable from the bucket itself, so you can clean the bucket safely without having to give yourself like an electric shock while you're doing it. And it does come with a tag that shows you the instructions of how to handle the light. Of course, it's all in Japanese, but I can give you a very brief description of what it says. So this is basically telling you how to wash your popcorn bucket. It is absolutely necessary for you to remove the light fixture before you wet the inside of the bucket. And the light does come with batteries already installed when you purchase it, but you can also very easily replace the batteries. And that's about it. Now let's have a look at what the popcorn bucket looks like with and without the light on. And let me just stand up for this. And of course, the light up effect has a bigger impact when it's dark. So how you would open your popcorn bucket is that first you would look for the front panel, and that is of all the characters together with Prince Adam and Belle dancing. And there is no latch here. You simply would just pop open the top as such, and that's how you would get into the contents. And the light is right there. It's quite a big light and it shines pretty decently. It's not like a sucky kind of light where you feel like, yeah, this is not shining as bright as I thought it would. It does a decent job of it. And that's all there is to it. And if you're wondering where you can get a hold of these souvenirs, here's information where you can get the mini snack case as well as the popcorn bucket. In regards to the popcorn bucket, the Big Pop Specialty Popcorn Shop is not the only place where you can get the Beauty and the Beast bucket. You can also get that at various popcorn wagons that surround the Fantasyland area. And that's about it for the souvenirs. I have 2 more boxes coming in, all related to the new Fantasyland merchandise. So I hope you'll come back to check that out here on my channel. Or better yet, subscribe so that you know exactly when those videos are going to be popping up. If you enjoyed this video, I hope you'll support me by giving it a like. Thank you so much for spending time with me, and I'll see you in the next video.